from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. Let me tell you about me, if you don't know. Love a girl, don't play, she don't take no jokes. Got a super clean swag and a sick ass flow. Everything she spit, guaranteed she wrote. And she ain't worried about what you doing. If you ain't giving her cash, keep it moving. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. And I ain't really with the drama, so you can save all that for your mama. I'm motivated and I'm chasing these commas and trying to stay out the way of your honor. Don't wanna shoot out, don't wanna fight. All I wanna do is rock the mic and just live my life until it's done. I ain't stopping till I'm number one. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock. I'm from the home of the locks. It don't stop. A young girl trying to make it to the top. I like to mix the new with the hip hop. Give them something they can feel and something they can rock.
Hello, this is Like It Really Is with Maurice, and I, of course, am the host. We are having a dating game, and I want you to get... Hello, this is Like It Really Is with Maurice, and I, of course, am the host. We are having a dating game, and I want you to get involved. The only thing we need for you to do is take down the information, the email that's right down below, and email us and let us know that you want to get involved with the dating game. That's right. Welcome to Like It Really Is with Maurice. You know, I mentioned to everyone before that I had an organization called S.A.U.V.E.R. S.A.U.V.E.R means Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, and Redeem. Our purpose is to change the direction of youth, mentoring, support, dealing with mental challenges. Hello, this is Like It Really Is with Maurice, and I, of course, am the host. We are having a dating game, and I want you to get involved. The only thing we need for you to do is take down the information, the email that's right down below, and email us and let us know that you want to get involved with the dating game. That's right. Welcome to Like It Really Is with Maurice. You know, I mentioned to everyone before that I had an organization called S.A.U.V.E.R. S.A.U.V.E.R means Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, and Redeem. Our purpose is to change the direction of youth, mentoring, support, dealing with mental challenges, and just basically giving them a hand throughout their life. Today, I'm in a town in New Jersey, and I'm going to advocate for a young man that was a part about my organization. S.A.U.V.E.R means Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, and Redeem. It's a step-up program, and we also have a curriculum. So, let me tell you a little bit about this case. This is one of my severe kids, and he ran into a problem. Hey, you know how to get to the courts?
Courts?
Yeah.
No, of course not.
All right, thank you. All right, so anyway, this young man, he was arrested for attempted murder and aggravated assault. A little bit unjustly arrested. This is a prime example of how our communities and our young people suffer. And trying to make light to it is always a challenge. Not only that, the support of young people is always a challenge. We write letters to the judges, we speak to the lawyers, and we're going to keep the name of the family private for legal reasons. But when Jenna comes back, she's going to come back and talk about what has transpired with S.A.U.V.E.R and just a little bit about what's transpiring with the case. Once again, just keeping it real. We as people, we really need to start showing up for young people and support them, because when it comes down to courts, in the legal system, it's a legal system, but at the same time, it's a process that can, if you don't have the proper representation, you can fall in the realm of being locked up for a long period of time. Later on, we're going to speak to the parents and the family and friends of this defendant, and we're going to get their opinion and their feelings about how they feel about the legal system. I have on the left side of me the parent of the defendant, and one thing that as an advocate you have to remember is that you will have to deal with emotions and people with their emotions. So, at S.A.U.V.E.R, this is what we do. We step out and we actually do the footwork, and we actually come out and support, because everybody needs a little bit of support when it comes to courtrooms. So we're going to come back and we're going to have a conversation with the parent, and they may not want to show their face, and that's fine, but it's always good to see their expressions and see what they actually feel like. So again, we have a lot of disparities when it comes down to our young people that live in these not rural areas, but the ghetto areas, and sometimes it's hard to get out because the environment is negative, and sometimes young people become a product of their environment. or get sucked into it, you know, or someone pulls you in because they're not having a good day, they're angry about something, so they pull you into their negativity. And we have to really stop that. We really have to focus. And so what I want to try to do is I want to have a lot of the men come together, and we need to come together 500, just like the Million Man March. All the men came together. We need to come together and come to these projects, and I mean 100 deep. We need to be very deep and come in and actually talk to young people, see what they need, see what is the problem, see where the hurt is at, and then we can start to make a change in the direction that young people are going. So to my right is Mrs. I'm not going to say her name because I'm going to keep her name quiet. Right here we have the parent of the defendant. Again, we're not going to say his name to protect his identity. But let me just basically explain to you that he was accused of attempted murder and aggravated assault. He's 98 pounds, soaking wet. The person that attacked him, which was a store owner in a gas station, he is 200-something pounds. And they had a discrepancy in the store, and so the guy came around the counter and chased after your son. Is that true?
Yes.
So how do you feel about the situation? Do you feel like the law is handling the situation well, or do you feel sad about it? What's your feelings about this whole situation?
I'm feeling like, very, very sad, but, about my son's situation, that I trust, the lawyer helped me in this situation, but I see, sometimes people don't have maybe to pay something private lawyer.
Right, so you're saying they don't have the money for lawyers, and so that's where they get stuck at. And they have to wind up dealing with public defending lawyers, right?
Yeah, and they had to use the public defenders. So they, doing the more possible they gotta do. But the reason, because I'm very, very sad for this case, because I know, my son is a good boy, very intelligent person.
Does he have a record?
No, he never have a record. So he got a record clean before they do that, and then they all the defendant they try to help him, but he's the state process security, they make it maybe a lot of mistake in this case, and they only see about my son situation, but they don't see about the other guys try to go outside the deli and try to kill my son. And then he have a bad attitude, this person. And
right. So you're saying that the person that was said the victim has a bad attitude, and he works in a store, which a lot of us go into stores sometimes, and we go into stores with people that are immigrants, and they may have their papers, but their attitude is so disrespectful sometimes. And that's another thing that we have to look at, because we wonder why there's a lot of crimes going on with stores and these bodegas. Sometimes it could be a situation where the worker or the owner is very disrespectful. But in this case, this is not the owner, but this is a worker. And the worker just had a very nasty attitude towards this young man. Let me ask you a question. He was arrested for attempted murder and aggravated assault. Is that true?
yeah, that's what they say.
Okay, so let me just say this. How did he get out of jail?
When he got out of jail, it's because the judge, he see the process security, they put a lot of charge for him, and they don't find evidence, they don't find nothing, and they give a release for my son. The judge gave a release for my son because he see, you know, process security don't do like good job, and then they put a lot of charge. I think 4 charge they put him from some,
Right.
and they say that he guilty, so he's not guilty. So and they he's in court now because he fighting his case, and I think he's supposed to win this case because he's not guilty. My son is like I said before, he's a very intelligent person. He went to college.
But let me just say this: people don't get released for attempted murder. They don't get released. What was the process of him getting released for attempted murder and aggravated assault? That's amazing. What helped him to get released?
Because they know that he's innocent person, that he's a young guy, and when he went to this daily store, he got to buy something. He already paid the second money that he had to pay, and then he tried to get out to take the car. This guy followed him with something, you know, to try to kill him. So, and they see the video. They say, you know, that everything that
we're not gonna say kill him, because people kill people every day. You know what I mean? We don't want to just say all of that, but I think that sometimes we forget, you know. And the S.A.U.V.E.R organization has been with Harlan since 2011, and we've been trying to support him, you know, for a long time, and step by step, you know, trying to mentor him to go in the right path. But there was, we also, you know, do a lot of things for them if they get into problems and situations. What did S.A.U.V.E.R do for you? Did they step in, S.A.U.V.E.R organization? Did they step in? And what did they do for you?
Yeah, they try to help me a lot, and I appreciate that because that's a group program. You know, they help, you know, the young kids and the young guys, and they it's a good organization program. And I recommend, you know, for everyone, you know, need a family, you know, young guys, you know, go outside the home, so they put in this program. It's good, you know, for the family, and I got a good experience for this organization, S.A.U.V.E.R. Maurice.
I think that it's a possibility that, you know, we're kind of skipping over something a little bit, and I'm just going to stop talking about S.A.U.V.E.R like it's a second person, because I am the CEO and founder of S.A.U.V.E.R. S.A.U.V.E.R means Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, and Redeem. And so what happened was, Harlan, the young man that was arrested, he got released from from jail because we also wrote a letter to the judge.
Yeah.
Okay, and I think you left that one out there.
Yeah.
You know? But that's fine. You know, we definitely wrote a letter to the judge, and they told us, they said something to the fact that it helped out.
Yeah.
Can you explain that a little bit? How you stressed me out, and to get this letter every day, telling me,
okay,
Mauricio, write this letter.
Yeah. I already saw Mauricio write the letter from your organization because you know, this is work for the judge. The judge see, you know, my son is in good program, and it's a good organization program. So, and I know, you know, he's a better person. They help, you know, the people, you know, when they need help, the family. I recommend Maurice because this program is better for the young kids, the young guys, and whatever, you know, people have this situation.
Stay focused.
So I wanted another question.
See what program, you know, is more better for you. They help you, and then I recommend that program, you know, because he helped me and my son a lot.
Well, she's been very emotional about the situation, and you know, I feel you know, hurt because, you know, it's not the first time she's gone through something. She has a nephew that is also incarcerated, and you know, for many years, and sometimes you're in the wrong place at the wrong time. And sometimes, like I said, people, we have to be careful of what we're doing and how we act and how we react to police officers. you have to be, you cannot, that ghetto mentality is not going to get you nowhere but behind bars. So when you see an officer, you just, nowadays you really have to think before you talk, and you have to know your rights, and that's very important. But no, I understand what you're going through, and S.A.U.V.E.R is here. We've been with you for this long, since 2011. We're not going to let you go. We're not going to stop. We just ask you to stop texting us so much, because it's waking me up in my sleep. But that's all right, though. We still love you, though.
No, so
We got to make you laugh every once in a while, because we can't just stay sad. We can't keep crying. But we understand the hurt is there.
yeah, I cry, but my son crying too because it's bad situation for him, and then you don't supposed to stay in jail for no reason. And then the lawyer tries to help up in this situation, and then he gotta come up because he gotta go outside the jail, stay in jail. So I'm sorry because I cry, but
That's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. We also have a special guest here.
I'm the mother, so I feel like some mother worry about the son when they try to do like something bad for the son. The mother try to help you up and everything they need. So that's what I recommend. Sauvermaurice organization program, because that's better thing that you try to take it to help you up.
And so again, like I said, that letter that we sent, it really helped him to be released.
Yes.
And that really, we need more people, more organizations behind people, checking up on them and seeing if the law is dealing with them in the right way, because we are losing our youth to prisons, and when they get into prisons and they stay for a year, forget about it. They're going to be totally different when they come out. Yes, it does. Yes, it doesn't mean that. It does mean that sometimes we. I just lost my train of thought just now, but I just want to say that we just have to be more diligent and really find out what the answer is, and stuff like this. When I've come all the way from New York to come out here to New Brunswick, and not only I've come, but there's also a family member that's here, and he came from New York too as well. Maybe he's maybe we can hear his voice. What's your name again, man?
My name is Louis.
Louis?
Yes.
Louis. Are you camera shy?
Kind
of. Okay. Well, can you sit over here and speak up a little bit? Let me just. You're not going to see you on the camera. No. You can sit right here. Sit. No, he's a little camera shy, so I don't want to, put him on camera.
It doesn't matter.
Come sit down. Siéntate. Okay. So we're not going to show his face, but we're going to just hear his voice. Let me ask you a question. You're not in the camera, so don't worry about that. What's your feelings about the situation? Your cousin being locked up.
It feels
Speak up a little louder.
It feels very harsh, very at some points it feels very one-sided, because sometimes people become to this bias that it's, when they see you, they believe that they believe not only what isn't the truth, they believe in what they just want to believe.
Right. So they don't believe in the truth. They just believe in just hold on a second. Don't worry, we're gonna edit that out. You have a low voice, so
I understand.
we're gonna do it like this.
This is in fact, for the whole family. It's not only for me, because the whole family, including cousin, what happened with my son, and everyone, one person in the family, so they were, and the family member is in jail because he was supposed to stay in jail. But now I try to fight in his case to the, process security, the innocent person, and then, have to do what they have to do. Yeah, and we see that he's a lot of family, he's a young person, don't need understand. There's a lot of family is involved in this situation, something like that, but they gotta, find out, the good program.
Right.
I try to find out because they give a good letter from the judge. They give this letter from the program, and they try to help, to the family or member, come out the jail.
Yeah, well, let's get back to it. Once again, we're here with the family of a defendant that is being accused of attempted murder and aggravated assault, in which he really was trying to defend himself from a bigger guy. And we're asking the question, do victims do time when they're trying to just defend themselves? And so we have a gentleman here, which is a family member of the defendant. So what do you feel about this whole situation?
I feel that this situation is very, very unfortunate. I feel like if someone were to come and attack me, I fear that I wouldn't even be able to defend myself. I fear that I would be doing time to try to stay alive. I fear that everything obviously depends on what you do and who you are, but unfortunately this is not the world that we're in today. Unfortunately, if I wanted to try to defend myself against anybody that comes to attack me, I fear that I would also pay for it, and not just in emotional damage, also sometimes, unfortunately, physical too.
Right. So that doesn't make me feel good even talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, we just knowing that is scary. Because now you see people pushing people on trains, a lot of violence going on, and people are getting locked up just by defending themselves. So what do you think about this case? Do you think that your cousin is wrongfully accused?
I fear that he is wrongfully accused. He just tried to defend himself over somebody who is bigger and taller than him. I fear that anybody in this situation, when having somebody come across them like that, would react the same exact way. I fear that anything could be a factor to anything. And seeing as to such a large person come after you like that, it would be anybody's reaction. It's the instinct of survival, especially when it comes to somebody attacking you like that,
Yeah, no, that's a fact. And like I said, we're in a different time right now. And so we're hoping that the defendant, your cousin, gets the right, proper treatment. But we are going to definitely be here to let you guys know and keep you all up to date, because what we would need people to do is, if this turns bad, we're going to need your help. We're going to need you guys to help and reach out. And we're going to have to make calls and call people until they're stressed out, right? So this is what S.A.U.V.E.R is going to be doing, and we can definitely use your help in that situation, because we cannot do it one person. We need a group of people, okay? But again, we have to make sure that the person is in the right, or they're being, they're accused, they're wrongfully accused. So we just want to make sure of that too as well. Last question. Do you think that crime is rising in New York? And what do you think should be done about that?
I fear crime is rising everywhere, especially in New York. But like I said before, sometimes you have people that run up on you and unfortunately make you do what you have to do to try to get out of there, alive.
Right.
I fear that it's not just because of crime. Sometimes people are carrying illegally, not to mention, it could be knives, guns, anything. and sometimes you just want to, go home to your family, because unfortunately, the world that we live in today, anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
You can't predict somebody's movement, especially somebody that you don't know. So you don't want to, take the risk of not being able to go home.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's serious. It's real serious. And so, like I said, we want to bring some awareness to this. We appreciate your patience, and we know that it's a tough situation that you're going through, and we hope that, that we make it through. So, we also have another gentleman that just walked in the place. I don't know if he's camera shy, but he looks a little tired and a little stressed out, but we could just pass the mic to him and just ask him. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to be on camera. Everybody's moving over. That's all right. All right. So the gentleman that's a defendant, that's your friend.
Yes.
How long?
More like a brother.
And how long has he been a friend and brother?
Over 15 years.
Okay. And so how do you feel about what's going on with him? Is this shocking to you?
Very shocking. Knowing him the way he is as a person, right? Because I know he's not the type of person who look for trouble, right?
Right.
It's it's emotional. I don't want to see my friend going through something very emotional. I don't want to see his mother suffering, because they're great human beings, so
Right.
it's tough, It's a tough bit as well.
So you knew him for years. You knew him for a long
Yes.
time. And your relationship, you know that he's a real nice guy.
Yes.
Right, and you could tell his energy, right? Like you could feel like, I'm just trying to tell people out there that this gentleman, you could feel his energy, that you could tell when someone is a person that is a problem, and then you could tell when a person is not a problem. And that's the reason why we're here today. S.A.U.V.E.R program is here supporting this, because we know that this gentleman is not a problem. And if he goes to jail, it will destroy his life. And like I said, I need all of my followers and my subscribers, okay, to get behind me on this one, okay? Because eventually what's going to happen, we're in trial right now, and we're trying to find out his fate. But even, we praying for the best. But let me tell you something, if it doesn't go right, I'm going to need every one of you guys out there, and I'm going to need your support. And I need to just pick up that phone call and do some harassing, okay? So you've been through all of these court sessions, right?
Well, I met
They were unwrongfully accused. So we just want to make sure of that too as well. Last question. Do you think that crime is rising in New York? And what do you think should be done about that?
I fear crime is rising everywhere, especially in New York. But like I said before, sometimes you have people that run up on you and unfortunately make you do what you have to do to try to get out of there, alive.
Right.
I fear that it's not just because of crime. Sometimes people are carrying illegally, not to mention, now it could be knives, guns, anything. And sometimes you just want to, go home to your family, because unfortunately, the world that we live in today, anybody can do anything.
Yeah.
You can't predict somebody's movement, especially somebody that you don't know. So you don't want to, take the risk of not being able to go home.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's serious. It's real serious. And so, like I said, we want to bring some awareness to this. We appreciate your patience, and we know that it's a tough situation that you're going through, and we hope that, that we make it through. So, we also have another gentleman that just walked in the place. I don't know if he's camera shy, but he looks a little tired and a little stressed out, but we could just pass the mic to him and just ask him. I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to be on camera. Everybody's moving over. That's all right. All right. So the gentleman that's a defendant, that's your friend.
Yes.
How long?
More like a brother.
And how long has he been a friend and brother?
Over 15 years.
Okay, and so how do you feel about what's going on with him? Is this shocking to you?
Very shocking. Knowing him the way he is as a person, right? Because I know he's not the type of person who look for trouble, right?
Right.
It's it's emotional. I don't want to see my friend going through something very emotional. I don't want to see his mother suffering, because they're great human beings, so
Right.
it's tough, It's a tough bit as well.
So you knew him for years. You knew him for a long
Yes.
time. And your relationship, you know that he's a real nice guy.
Yes.
Right, and you could tell his energy, right? Like you could feel like, I'm just trying to tell people out there that this gentleman, you could feel his energy, that you could tell when someone is a person that is a problem, and then you could tell when a person is not a problem. And that's the reason why we're here today. S.A.U.V.E.R program is here supporting this, because we know that this gentleman is not a problem. And if he goes to jail, it will destroy his life. And like I said, I need all of my followers and my subscribers, okay, to get behind me on this one, okay? Because eventually what's going to happen, we're in trial right now, and we're trying to find out his fate. But even, we praying for the best. But let me tell you something, if it doesn't go right, I'm going to need every one of you guys out there, and I'm going to need your support. And I need to just pick up that phone call and do some harassing, okay? You've been through all of these court sessions, right?
Well, I missed yesterday because I couldn't make it because I had when you was able to speak up on the phone and stuff.
Right.
So like I'm a personal trainer stuff, so I was able to make it yesterday. So yeah, I would try to be here as much as I can to support my friend, because again, what he's going through, I know it's tough. And as like I said, I look at him as a brother, because he's really always been not one, but the only friend that been there through me through tough time, and have looked out for me in ways that others haven't. So
Right.
I
So you feel like a bond. You feel like a bond with him.
I really have a special bond in my heart
Right.
from him. It's a brotherhood, like I said, So
Yeah.
and again, I know he's innocent. Once I was able to see the video and stuff, and I can, the video speak for itself. Again, it's a gone case, so I'm not gonna say
Speak
too much.
on it. You're
That's
right.
right.
You don't wanna do that.
Like you say, we thank you for your support. If you can share the story, it would be a great way to give more knowledge to the people that don't have no understanding what's going on. And just hopefully the justice do the right thing for my brother.
Okay. And that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So, I appreciate you, man, and I thank you for, those words, and I thank you for being here, because, like I said, it takes a whole village. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I don't want to say, but sometimes family supports you, and sometimes family don't support you.
100%.
And so.
Can I say one thing not to
Go ahead.
cut you off, right? So I think, sorry, also I'll tell you now, I only had hours sleep and stuff.
That's
And
all right.
I just had a newborn, a 3 months old girl.
Mhm.
So that's all it's a bit tough and stuff, yeah.
Mhm.
So I believe personally, from my experience as well, from speaking, right?
Right.
The family is not the blood that make a family. It's the bond.
Right.
So that's like a bond is stronger than the family, and that's what you would see somebody as family, that strong bond.
Okay. Well, they're calling us back into court, and so we're going to come back. We're going to continue this later on. We'll be right back. This is Like It Really Is. I'm your host, Maurice. Just want to thank everybody. The mother, she's here. We're going to continue. We're going to be back with her again, and we're going to talk more. We'll be right back right after this.
Bien, y uno como usted,
Okay. Oh, that's great. Come in.
ese siempre anda con una corbata, ¿qué te pasa?
Oh, no, yo me voy con él, pero estaba
No, ella
sucia.
tiene, ella
My
tiene
turn.
There you go.
como corbata.
You know, just keep it like that. Okay, this is Like It Really Is with Maurice, and I'm back again. We have the girlfriend. We have the girlfriend of the defendant. That's part of the that's in the courts. We'll be in there in a second. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about how you feel about this whole situation, you know, since from beginning to end. And has this been an emotional roller coaster for you?
It has definitely been emotional, and I also do think it has been very unfair.
Okay. So, when you say unfair, do you think that, you know, this man is in the wrong for doing this, for chasing after him? And
Definitely, I do think it's very
right. He was released out of prison a while ago, and do you know one of the reasons why they let him go with attempted murder and aggravated assault? That was amazing.
Yeah, he does have a clean record, and you know, I do think he played a big role as
Okay.
well. Yeah.
Okay, so we, like I said, you know, we've been writing letters and stuff like that to the judge, you know, on behalf of this defendant, and you know, we're going to continue to support this defendant. Again, you know, this is a very emotional situation, and I'm sure there's a lot going on. We got to get back in here because the trial is getting started. It was to bring light to issues that are occurring in this town called Middletown, and I think this is Middletown or Middlesex. Middlesex, right? So there's a unjust system in this community of Middlesex that we need to actually fix. It's the towns that are far away that is a problem. With me right now, can you let me know your name and where you're from?
My name is TJ. I'm from Carteret, New Jersey.
Okay, and what's your relation to the said defendant?
He's actually a classmate of mine. I went to school with him, and he's also the boyfriend of my cousin. I've known him for about since I was a kid, since like almost seven years, I would say, and yeah.
Okay, so you know him for 7 years. Do you know him to be a danger to society, a danger to anybody?
Never that.
Have you ever seen him fight anybody?
Never that.
Okay. Did you see him ever stab anybody?
Never that.
Did you see him ever shoot anybody?
Never that.
Is that his persona?
Not at all. You go around this guy, you get a vibe of like a really nice, friendly, helpful, and like a good heart person. Like all those things you asked me, I could never say that he would be capable of doing any of that.
Okay, so basically what you're saying is that he is pretty much a good person.
Very.
Do you
I've
know?
known him since I was a kid. He's grown up with me, and I've grown up with him as well.
Are you familiar with his mother?
Yes, I've known his mother as well. I've been to their house as well.
Okay, all right. How did you think she feels about the situation?
She's really, you could see, she has a mother, of course, is the hardest on her. She's going through it the most, more than anyone else right now.
Have you been in contact with her?
Yes, I have.
Can you explain to me what you've actually had to deal with her mother being upset? Tell me some of the things that she is going through as a parent, and that she shows you.
She's upset. You could clearly see she's heartbroken. That's her only son. So like every day, where she goes to sleep at night, goes back home, she has to realize the absence of him, and he's not there. And obviously that's heartbreaking and hard on her. And she could barely. You could tell she has bags in her eyes. You could tell that she's probably barely slept, barely eating.
Does she text you every day?
I've spoken to her a few times.
No, but does she text you? Does she call you, text you?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, that's basically what happens when a parent is hurt and a parent doesn't want to see their child, you know, in this kind of situation. So it's like, you know, the other part of you is missing, you know. I wish that the texting was missing, but you know, we gotta love it, you know what I mean? Because you have to keep your ears open, you have to show love, and you have to be patient, you know what I mean? That's a part of life, being patient with people. But anyway, listen, the next question that I'm gonna ask is nothing. I want to thank you for stepping in front of the camera and speaking. Well, you don't know anything about my program. You don't know anything about S.A.U.V.E.R.
Not specifically.
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
I've heard of it, but
Don't worry about it, man. Boogers. Come on, man. Let's go.
You're good.
hopefully.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, in front of us right here is another friend of the said defendant. And so what's your name and what's your relationship to the said defendant?
My name is Maurice Diaz. Me and him friends, been with him over 15 years. I see him more as a brother than a friend.
Okay, so what do you think about this case? And do you know him to be a dangerous, violent person? Do you know him to be that?
Not at all. I see him as a positive person, always giving positivity. And if you're going through something tough, he try to be there for you the most he can to try to help you be better and elevate yourself overall as a human being, not just financially stability. Like he just want to make sure that you're good as a human being. You want to make sure that your family is good. And if you see that you're fat, you're strong a little, but your family, he will look out for you. Like I said, I have 3 kids. I have 2 boys. It's 5-year-old tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I have
All
a
right.
2-year-old.
And it's funny how you just had a baby, right?
Yes.
And you're here today.
Yes,
You're
that's
sacrificing. Is that because you got text too? Did you get a lot of text? Or did you get a lot of calls? Is that why you...
It wasn't, well, of course his mom, reached out to me, but it was more because, I was aware of the case.
Because you...
And, I heard, and,
feel
like
it.
I said, it's a friend of mine who have been there for me since, especially because, I've been through a lot of tough things in my life.
Right.
And he been through that with me in the tough times, right? And I know friends supposed to be there for you when you need them the most, and I feel like he need me the most because again I feel like this is on justice, everything that was going on, the way they doing it, the way they put it into perspective, it just totally
all wrong.
And it's unjustified again, it just feel wrong.
How much time is he facing if he does get convicted?
Well, he could be facing even 15 years or even more.
25.
So, yeah, 25.
Something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because of the charges they want to throw on his name that is not even charges that shouldn't be even being in the first place. And
then the thing about it is that people lose out. You can look at me. You gotta look in the camera. People, miss him like the mother is gonna miss him. The girlfriend is gonna miss him. There's a lot of things that they bring to he brings to the table for the mother and for the girlfriend, and so. That is just taking that kind of a person away from the family. I feel is a disservice because
it is because honestly, so not to cut
no,
you off,
go ahead,
sorry,
cut me
right?
off.
But right, because I didn't have the mother number at the time and stuff. I only have my brother number. I say my brother because I guess I really look at myself not related brother because I say, bro, a water is thick on the blood can be thick on the blood at times, right?
Right.
So. His girlfriend reached out to me. I was about to train a client, so I do personal training stuff. I'm an amateur fighter, martial artist, so do Muay Thai and stuff.
Okay.
Training from Evolution, Muay Thai and stuff.
I'm a black belt myself. I'm a Shotokan.
Well, yeah, I'm not. With jiu-jitsu, I'm not there yet.
All right,
So,
I'll catch you later. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So I was about to train a client, and then she gave me the news, and I was very in a happy mood, very positive. Right, as soon as I heard the news, because again, he have really impacted my life in the most positive way that I can possibly see myself be, especially, and I can thank him. I am in a song at this point in my life because I'm able to follow my goals and dreams because he was able to give me those pet talks and stuff, because I'm a person who overthinks stuff. He was able, the person, to give me that little push to get me to overcome it and put my dream into fruition. Look at me now, I'm on six years into this martial arts journey. I have a few fights, I won a few tournaments in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Muay Thai. I competed as well.
Nice.
And I'm a personal trainer now that I can provide for my family and doing something I love, which not too many people in this world get to do those things, And
I think you're made for TV. I think you actually, you actually seem like you're good in front of the camera. You know what I mean? You
Well,
see-
I'm
yeah,
a
you know.
shy person, you know.
Well,
like,
I don't know. It doesn't seem too shy to me, but you seem pretty
well,
good
you
to
know,
me.
you know,
Yeah.
because of the industry, sometimes
Yeah.
I have to
It's
snap
just
out of
something
stuff.
that you have that shows
But-
me that you definitely got some
But
skills.
I appreciate it, right? Because that give me confidence. Because again,
That's
like, I
right. You
wanna
got. Listen,
take
let me tell you
this
something. I may
journey.
be joking a little bit and being funny, but the only reason why I'm being funny sometimes is to break the monotony
Yeah,
of
no,
pain.
and I agree with that.
Because it's pain here, but we're covering it up.
Yes.
And that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes we have to make laughter to fill the pain.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back to his mother. And guys on the show, if you hear people in the background, that's probably his mother talking. We're gonna edit this, so we probably won't have this part in it. But the mother, you've been with her for the past few days, right?
Yes. So
And supporting her.
So unfortunately, I was trying to come in Friday, Saturday. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it those days because I was too busy,
Right.
working with clients and stuff. So as soon as I got the chance to make it, I was trying to make it on Sunday. I was trying to get her phone number. As soon as I heard what was going on and stuff, I tried to go on because I know how she is. Like again, like I say, like I knew my
Right,
brother for about the 8, 10,
You know how
11.
he is, or you know how she is.
I know how she is and
Oh,
he
okay,
is. I know
okay.
both of them ways,
Both
right?
of-
Because
right.
when you're kids, when you're childhood, you're going around, and she was that one mother who always stood there, especially me, right? Because I'm not a person who wanna just walk away and but I'm not gonna disrespect, especially if I see somebody close to that stage, I'm not gonna just that's their mother, so like she always since I was a 10, 11 year old, she always gave us great advice.
Okay.
She even to this day, she still pick my ears for hours and hours and hours, right?
Well, she picks my ears
But-
for hours and hours too. But that's important. That's
Yes,
important to know
'cause
that
it's-
when you have somebody like that in your life, it's important.
It's
And we're
important,
gonna
right?
get Jonna
Because-
up here. Hold on, we're gonna get Jonna up here for a minute, and then we're gonna get out of here. But like I said, to have a person in your life to pick your ears like that,
It's amazing.
it's amazing.
Because
And we have to give thanks to
Yes.
someone that can pick your ears. Then that the mother picks the ears, and that is just a beautiful thing.
100%. and
She's picked my
Yes.
ears. She's picked my ears, and it makes me hear like I understand better.
Yeah, Yeah, no, true,
You
true.
pick my-
100% true. Because like also like
Well, I'm gonna have to cut you because I have to get John up here
Yeah,
because she
yeah.
thinks it's over.
Yes.
John, can you come up here, please? Ladies and gentlemen, come into the camera. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate
thank
you
you.
for coming.
Thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank
I
you
hope
very
you
much.
guys support us. Thank you.
Yes. Jonna, this is the girlfriend of the said defendant. Let's bring this down a little bit more. What's your feelings right now after the trial? I mean, it's not over with yet, but what is your feelings?
Right now, I'm just scared.
Right. Right. You're scared. And you can feel a little pain in your heart too, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I know. It's hard when you're losing, someone that you love, and someone that you hug and you kiss, and all the other things that you guys do. You probably miss that too. But that's okay. It's gonna be all right. I've been 5 years, figuring it out. Trying to be by myself. It's a little playing around every once in a while, but hey, we got to do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But got that one too, right? But what is okay? So we're coming towards the end of the trial. How are you prepared for this? Are you prepared for this to find out what what's going to happen?
Honestly, no, I'm not prepared.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, S.A.U.V.E.R, we're gonna definitely put this up, and we're gonna start fighting for the said defendant.
Yes.
And I think it was a blessing that he was able to be taken out of jail.
Yes.
And I think we spoke about this earlier.
Yes.
But repeat it again. So what? Okay, he got out of jail earlier, and he had an attempted murder, aggravated assault.
Yes.
Now, from my knowledge, they don't let nobody out for attempted murder and aggravated assault, right?
Yeah.
It depends. It depends on what. Not that I heard of.
I did say earlier that him
Speak
not
up.
having a bad record plays a big role, and also you played a big role in getting out.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Jenny. Can you speak up and say that one more time, please?
Sure.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
said his record is not bad. He has a clean record, and you played a big role of him getting out.
Wow,
as
how'd
well.
that happen?
Because the organization
Writing letters, reaching out to people.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the person you hear in the background is his mother again, coming in and out. Can you come up here, please, ma'am? Real quick, because you seem like you want to be in the camera. Let's have daughter-in-law and
Sister.
daughter-in-law and then we got to get out of here because my
getting
mouth
late.
is getting dry. How is it, you guys, without Harlan? Are you guys getting along? Are you? Wow. Is it?
No, we're getting along.
Is it love?
Yeah.
It's hard to go through these kind of things.
Yeah.
One side is a feeling of a mother, the other side is a feeling of a girlfriend. But it's different levels. And I joke because I want to, like I said, ease some of the pain. But I do see the pain and I do see the hurt. But we're gonna fight. And if they come back with the wrong thing, I'm getting Eyewitness News, and everybody that's been on this camera is going to be on Eyewitness News, on Channel 11. Okay? Either that or the Wendy Williams Show, one or the other. But anyway, I appreciate you guys for allowing S.A.U.V.E.R to come and be a part of what you're trying to do, and we just here to help, and we're going to be here again Monday. We've been communicating with the lawyers, back and forth with the lawyers, right? Like letting that lawyer know that we are here. And that's important when you're in a situation with court. You have to let people know that you got background, you got people behind you. So that's what we're doing at S.A.U.V.E.R. And we hope, yes. And so we hope that works out. So God bless.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. You have something to say? You always got something. You got something to say? No. You got something else? I don't know. All right, so we got another gentleman that's coming in, and he's going to. We spoke to him earlier. You was in the courtroom today, right?
Yes.
Right. How do you think it went for Harlan? How did you think? Oh, yeah. How do you think it went?
Well, me personally, I feel great about how everything went because I felt like everything went towards his side.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that was said, everything that was questioned. I felt like everything was just overall good vibes, all positive.
Right. See, we're not going to talk about the case because we don't want to put that on TV because we have an open case right now. So we just want to say, like you've known Harlan for a long time. How long?
Since birth.
He's your cousin.
He's a cousin. He's my godbrother.
Right. And has he shown to you that he's able to do something like this? Does he seem like that kind of person?
And never, I got the news and I was sitting there like, yo, are you sure you're talking about the right person? I had to, double make sure, I had to double check everything, Everything just felt way out of line. Felt like it wasn't him, Mm-hmm. And I had to, like I said, I had to make a couple calls just to make sure that they were talking about, that person.
Right. So you've actually seen, you've been around his family, his mother, and you've seen how she's been so upset. She's torn apart, crying every day.
Yes.
Just upset. Just tears and texting and tears and texting.
Yes.
What's your feelings about that?
My feelings terrible. Just finding out about the news and knowing how everything is happening. It's just bad news overall. Because you can't take something like that positive. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like I said, with the way today went, with the way everything else is going, I'm feeling very I have high hopes. Everything's going well,
Well, I think I have high hopes too, and I think that I hope that it's going to be okay. But let me tell you something, subscribers. That's why I need you guys to back me up because what's going to happen? We're going to wait to see what happens in this case, and if there is if something happens that ain't right, I'm going to need all of you subscribers to step in, make phone calls, and let's start to make a change so we don't have these kids falling into these kind of situations. I want to thank you for coming and being a part and just speaking your piece. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you for
All
having
right.
me on.
Thank you very much, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is S.A.U.V.E.R. Stop Anger, Unfold Violence, Educate, Redeem. Peace. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome once again. I want to give you guys a recap of the situation that transpired in this uh, situation. So, the young person that got arrested, he got out of jail. They dropped the charges on him, but some of these kids still have disrespectful manners and disrespectful ways, and you can't help everybody. You think you can, but you can't help everybody. My thanks to goes out to the Middlesex um, judge and lawyers for being supportive of my program. But again, sometimes these young people don't appreciate when you do good things for them. But you continuously do good things because God sees that, and you want to do the right thing. So blessings to y'all, blessings to everybody. Have a great evening. Thank you for watching Like It Really Is with Maurice. Have a great evening.